Father, I declare that you are the one true Elohim, the Most High Elohim, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I ask you to forgive my sins and cleanse me of all unrighteousness, create in me a clean heart, and renew a right spirit within me. I plead the blood of Yahshua over my eyes and ears and over the eyes and ears of my family, so we can see and hear truth. And I ask you to shield us from all forms of mind control that can enter the eye gates and ear gates. I declare that we have access to the whole armor of Yahuah according to Ephesians 6. Our loins are girt about with truth, and our feet are shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. We have the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahuah. As we commit our works unto you, our thoughts will be established according to Proverbs 16:3. Father, I ask you to apply the blood of Yahshua to any doors that I have opened to the enemy that I am unaware of, and I ask you to reveal these doors to me so they can be closed forever. I take the authority that Yahshua gave me over all the power of the enemy according to Luke 10:19. I stand upon your word in Matthew 16:19 that I have been given the keys to the kingdom, and what I bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and what I loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. I take authority over the kingdom of darkness in every plane of existence that has access to me, and I bind the power of the enemy to affect me or my family, and I loose the power of the kingdom of God to form impenetrable shields in every dimension, above, below, and all around, in the name of Yahshua. I stand upon the promise in your word that says that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, according to Isaiah 54:17. I stand upon the 91st Psalm that no evil shall befall me, neither shall any plague come nigh my dwelling. The 91st Psalm also promises that your holy angels have been given charge over me and my family to keep us in all our ways. Father, I ask you to send extra angels for reinforcement during times of spiritual warfare, in Yahshua's name. Father, I ask you to forgive the sins of all of my ancestors and the ancestors of my children and grandchildren, and I plead the blood of Yahshua over my DNA and the DNA of all of my descendants, which cleanses our bloodlines of all iniquity. I bind the power of any generational or familiar spirits to attach or influence us, and I loose the power of the kingdom of Yahuah within us and around us as we keep your commandments. I declare that our family is free to walk in the blessings of Deuteronomy 28. I ask you to forgive the sins of all individuals being used by the enemy to combat our family and ministry. I ask you to forgive the sins of all of their ancestors, and I plead the blood of Yahshua over their bloodlines all the way to the DNA level, breaking the power of iniquity. I ask you to break all of their occult power to the highest levels, making it impossible for them to be used by the kingdom of darkness to harm anyone. I ask you to save their souls, deliver and heal them. I plead the blood of Yahshua over every action and every word spoken against me and my family, nullifying the demonic power. I command any evil spirits sent on assignment against me and my family to return to the place they were sent from. I bind these spirits from harming those that sent them, but I pray that their defeat in their mission would serve as a testimony of your greatness and the victory that Yahshua won for believers in Yahshua's name. Father, I ask you to remove my DNA and the DNA of my family from any hair, blood, or any other contact object in the hands of the enemy and break all conduits to our physical bodies in Yahshua's name. Father, I ask you to forgive the sins that have allowed technology to be used as a weapon against your creation. I ask you to place shields between me and my family and all broadcasts of the enemy through the airways, TVs, computers, phone lines, electric lines, and satellites. I stand upon the promises in your word that you are our shield. I ask you to purify our air, water, and food in Yahshua's name. Father, I ask you to forgive the sins done on the roadways, railroad tracks, and waterways. I ask you to forgive the sins of any individuals or groups that have adopted the roadways, and I ask you to break any occult connections that would give power to the kingdom of darkness. Father, I ask you to provide divine protection during any modes of transportation. I ask you to surround our vehicles with your holy angels to ensure safe travel in Yahshua's name. Father, lead me in paths of righteousness today and attune my ears to your voice that I may follow you. I ask you to fill me with a hunger for your word that I may know you more. I give you all of my praise, my worship, the honor and the glory in Yahshua's name.